Hola clase de psychology. Today we're going to be learning about classical conditioning. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to be experimenting. On here, my sister. It's my sister. And it's going to be a great time. But before we do that, we need to explain what classical conditioning is, in case you don't already know. You know what I mean? Yeah. We got you. We're going to teach you. You're going to learn today. You ready? Give them the helpful flowchart. There it be. Flowcharts. For days. Okay, you ready? Let's put this in. Okay, that's the unconditioned stimulus. Usually, an unconditioned stimulus will result in the unconditioned response. That's just natural, that's how things are. But sometimes, and in the case of classical conditioning, a neutral stimulus is brought up. And if the neutral stimulus is somehow related to that unconditioned stimulus, yes, then that neutral stimulus would then become a conditioned stimulus, resulting in a conditioned response. So the neutral stimulus will now become the conditioned stimulus, and the conditioned response will be the same as the unconditioned response. Yay! Crazy, right? It's amazing how this works. Now, if that didn't make sense, which you probably didn't, we're gonna add examples in. For example, in the experiment, the famous experiment of Pavlov and his dogs, the unconditioned stimulus would be meat or meat powder. The unconditioned stimulus, that's gonna be the meat powder that the dogs are given. Yes, meat that the dogs are given, and the unconditioned response to that meat is for the dogs to salivate, naturally as dogs would when given food. The neutral response is a bell ringing. Now, if a bell is rung, neutral stimulus, and then meat is presented right after, these two are linked together, resulting in the conditioned stimulus, the bell, resulting in the conditioned response, which would be to salivate. See how that all works? It's wild. It's math, bro. It's crazy. In the case of my experiment, I was trying to condition my sister to associate a specific song. Associate that song with candy. I hid candy in the compartment of the driver's side so that when she got into the car, the candy wouldn't be directly in her mind. She wouldn't be thinking about it. But when the song would play, I would give her candy, and then I wouldn't give her candy for the rest of the car ride. And I tried to see if eventually she would ask for the candy after I played the song. So, in the experiment, our unconditioned stimulus was like seeing candy, and then her unconditioned response to seeing candy would be tasting the candy or wanting a taste of the candy, right? Then the neutral stimulus would be the song that I was trying to have her associate with that candy, so that the conditioned stimulus would become that song, and the conditioned response would be tasting candy or wanting to taste candy. Let's see how it goes.
It's that song by the
Fix
Pretty
it.
Much or whatever they're called.
Phases?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, add to the queue. I'm not gonna look for a Milky Way, but you can have a Twix.
No.
I'm not gonna look.
Give
Take
me the
it.
bag.
No, I'm not gonna give it back. Because then you'll finish it and we'll have none left forever.
With the bands, because I did that. I can't.
Hey, Amr. Do you like Twix? Like Twix.
Let go. Why do you let go one at a time?
Snickers? You don't like Snickers?
No. No, I mean, yeah, I do. These are the best.
It's like a vegan.
Girl. Why don't you give me Twixes? What are you doing?
One. Okay, so
Okay, fine.
at the end of our experiment, now that it's done, there was some, it was a fun time. I don't know exactly how well I conditioned her. I think in order to do it better, I would probably just have to do it over a longer period of time so that that association would be stronger than it was shown in the
It
video.
says do not physically or emotionally harm anyone. You broke that rule.
Okay. I mean, that association saw it in the videos doesn't seem like the strongest, but she did after I turned off the camera.
No.
After I turned off the camera,
No
I did
evidence.
exactly. Shut up.
What?
But after I turned off the camera, she said she didn't remember what song. After I told her about the experiment, she said she didn't remember what song that I was conditioning her with. I gave her the bag of candy after the experiment was over because I no longer needed it. And while she was eating the chocolate, she was then able to remember what song I was using for the whole experiment.
I feel like that matters, like, not at all.
It proves that
I feel
at
like
least
that really
that
doesn't-
candy
And
reminds you of the
that's not even
song.
True, I feel like also so.
Anyway, thank you for watching my
I'm waving
Anyway,
my-
thank you for watching this experiment and my project, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace. Psychology. Okay, we're Gucci.